Even the angels had free will. So he decided that I want to take God's place. That was a decision. So in this earth, sometimes people get mad when you read scripture. And when you read scripture, when it says that those who God foreknew, or those things that he preordained, their twisted mentality or their lack of understanding, they don't understand that God is not some puppet master. When he says predestined or preordained, and when he foreknew, he's God. He saw the ending before he ever wrote the beginning. And so what that means is he already knows what choices you've made. He didn't control your choices. He just God. He knows what choice you have already made. See, at judgment, God is not going to be sitting there trying to figure out which one of you are coming in. He already knew before he put Adam in the atmosphere who was going to be with him in eternity. What we're doing in the earthly realm is we're walking through what God has already finished. We're starting what he's already finished. We're walking through our journey. All we're doing is finding out what the Spirit already knows. We have this word called deja vu. Whereas you can see a moment and you're like, wait a minute, I saw this before. Yes, you did. The Spirit of God in you saw this before, because your spirit is from everlasting from everlasting. God is the Spirit of life. When you're alive, that means the Spirit of life is in you. It came from God. When you die, that Spirit goes back to him. Your soul is down. That free will, that's the part that has to make a decision. But when God gave you life, you had free will. And in that you have the Spirit of life. And so guys, when God says he foreknew, he didn't say, I'm going to make Bill Gates richer than you. I'm going to make Donald Trump richer than you. I'm going to make this one better than you, or this one less than you. That is not what he did. He knows the choices that you have made. And he still knew that you were going to murder that person. He still knew you were going to sleep with that man's wife. He still knew you were going to take that woman's husband. He still knew you were going to steal that money. He still knew you were going to lie on your friend. He still knew you were going to betray your mother, your father, and he still, out of all the things that he knew you would do, he still said, I'm going to get on this cross and take your place and die for all of you, no matter what I know you will do, because I'm going to pay for it. I know you were tricked and deceived, and I know it's hard to live in this flesh body, so I'm going to have to do this here and live in this flesh body so that you can have an excuse to say, God, you don't know what I feel like when my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, when everybody walks away from me. He stood there. Everybody walked away from him. They said, give us the murderer, kill God. That's why you can't give the people what they want.